What's up? Yeah, that's my intro. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be going over the undead. I'm gonna give you guys some advice on how to be successful in the undead. I do want to tell you to start with the best troops to use for the undead is gonna be ground troops. You're gonna want to use plenty of ground troops. They will help you be able to survive the undead because of their high defense and high health power. Some other tools you can utilize is when it comes to the Monarch gear, unless you have pretty low Aries gear, you want to switch over to Aries gear. The reason why you want to go to Aries gear is because Aries gear gives you all troop attack. It gives you all troops attack, all troops defense, and things of that nature. So you want to switch over to Aries gear. If you have something that's higher than like that's extremely high, like for instance, um, my wind staff gives me a 26% range attack, which is decent, but the most important would be the mounted because it gets a 20%, 26% mounted troop attack, and the mounted gives the highest attack in the game. It also gives plus 100 to the attack of mounted in general. So, for me, I'm going to use the mounted, but you want to have Aries on the same level and use the Aries to be able to get the highest. For me, it's gonna be a mounted in almost all categories. I'll just check to verify that mounted is gonna be my highest each time, even though I'm pretty sure. And this is all the areas that takes a increase to your troops' abilities to defend. It looks like I'll be able to use. Yep, I'll be able to use the all troops defense for the Aries defense. The next thing you want to do is you want to send all your siege to the Alliance City. The reason why you want to send your siege troops to the Alliance City, I don't have many siege. This isn't because they're not important. They are important. It's because I have a design for this particular account that doesn't require siege at this time. But you want to send your siege to the Alliance City. The reason the Alliance City is because you don't want to risk them coming back during the undead event. So you want to send them to the Alliance City. Be careful when sending your siege that you don't send a general, or that you send a general that you don't really need. The other thing that you wanna do when going to the undead is you wanna wait until the undead are actually coming before using your boost, and you only want to use your attack boost and your defense boost. You don't want to use a health power boost. This is because health power HP is dealing with after the troop is already wounded and it prevents it from dying. So you don't want to use the HP boost. You only want to use the attack, which is going to increase the killing rate, and the defense, which is going to decrease the death rate or the wounding rate of your troops. As defense is like a shield before it gets to the health power. I sent out the message already to all of my allies, letting them know that we're about to start the event, and that is important to start their boost and everything that needs to be done. So you wanna, if you're an alliance leader, you wanna make sure you send out that mail, letting everyone know that it's about to start and that everyone should be prepared by putting the Aries boost on the putting the best towers on your wall and your archer tower. So what you want to do is if you have a general that can go in your archer tower and you don't have multiples, then you want to go ahead and put your top general in your archer tower and then put any other general in the wall. The archer tower is a very important tool in the defense of your city in general. I have Ban Chow, so I'm good there. And I have a wall general. I have a higher PvP general. If you catch yourself in a situation where you have an archer tower general and you have a defense general, but you have a higher PvP general, then normally, because you're not going to be doing anything else doing the undead, you're going to go ahead and put your PvP general inside the wall. I don't really have to, but I'll do it specifically for the sake of this video, put the highest there. This is so it decreases your losses. You have the highest attack, highest defense possible on your walls. So the next thing you want to do, this is for maximizing points. So normally what will happen is some of the top players will go close to your mountain. My mountain happens to be here. It happens to be here. The reason why, I don't know why this guy from JPN decided to come to my town. That was a mistake on his behalf. But you want to come close to the mountain, right? So getting close to the mountain, what this is going to do is this is going to allow, you don't want to get too close. Oh, I made the mistake of sending my siege troops to the Lion City before doing the actual teleporting. I'll pour it out. You don't want to come too close to the mountain because you want to be able to give time between the troops actually hitting your city, between the time the undead troops hitting your city and for what we're going to actually do afterwards. So there's room here. There is not. I'll get rid of these group of troops here real quick. I'm going to have to send my defense general. So you don't want to be so close as to where it doesn't give you enough time to pull your troops out when things are occurring. So you want to be at enough distance where you give you time to see what's happening with the undead troop. I'm actually not going to even go there. I'm going to go here. Don't know what's that guy's problem. He had a death wish. Don't know why he came to my alliance. We're the top alliance in this on this server, on server 312. And he just poured it into our maybe it was a random, or maybe he thought he was going to attack someone. We don't have any cities that's open to attack. But I think that was his mistake. Hopefully maybe I'll edit this part out. So you want to come here. This is not a bad spot. Don't forget to send your siege troops to the Alliance City. Oh. Start the event. Of course, your screen is gonna go red once they start coming at you. And so what I'm going to show you is what I'm about to do is I'm going to, like, for a distance, start sending let me clear my messages. It's important that you clear your messages because you want to recognize when your city is hit. So once that red dot, as soon as the red dot appears inside my city, it's going to mean that my city was hit. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as the red dot appears, I begin sending troops out to help defend my alliance. Now, people may say, well, how do you decide what play it's into? Me personally, right now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just sending it to groups that's not too far from the city real fast. They get the troops out. My troops should be fast enough to beat these guys to the cities that I'm going to. And then you're going to watch the red dots. It should get red again. As soon as my troops get there, 2 came. When the third one come, I start pulling my troops back. I pull my troops back and get ready for the next attack. So what this effectively does is I get my points. As you can see, the score here. I get my points. And then when you check to see, I get another 6,000 score added to my score. Here, 1.285. This is based off of how many troops is in the person's city that you're sending to. The way you get the most points is by the person not having any troops in their city. Any troops in their city. And you're getting defense points. This will increase your overall score. So when we're looking at the Undead event, you want to look at the rewards. There is the Monarch scores. And you want to try to score high in the Monarch scores for these rewards. Coming in the top 10 if possible. And this is how you get increased points inside this event. By doing this. Sending it to your other players, the other guys around you. Bringing your troops back home to defend. Or if you have enough troops where you could leave them outside the city and send troops and still be able to defend your city, you could do that as well. As here they come again. Once again, I'll be waiting for the red dot to notify me that my city has been hit. And then I'll be sending out troops to go and defend the other cities. You have to, if you're going to send the troops out, you want to do it as soon as possible because you don't want the undead army to reach the other cities before. You don't want the undead army to reach the other cities before your troops get there. So it's really important that you pay attention and you're alert during this all happening. It's also important that you pay attention to where the cities are that you're going to be sending to. You can actually set a preset to get this, more distributed better. You know what I mean? And make this easier for yourself. We're going to let this army go by. Waiting for the third one. There it goes. Bring the troops back. Make sure to not click your reinforcement that's inside the Alliance city. So this is the way that not only do you get a lot of points for yourself, but this is the way that alliances, they will send many of their top players near the mountain where the undead army is coming from, and they will all be doing this, sending their troops back to defend their cities. Normally the mountain isn't as close to the hive as ours is, but that's our situation. But this is what they'll do, and then they'll send troops back to reinforce, or sometimes what you'll see them do is, I know some people think that once you teleport that it nullifies your gameplay inside the undead, which isn't true. It only nullifies the marches that's coming to you. Once all the marches that comes to you are completed, then you can teleport without a problem. But if you have marches on their way and you teleport, you will miss those marches. So normally the mountain is further away from the hive than this mountain is, and top players will all teleport to the mountain at the start of it, and all take all 20 of their ways before the undead army reaches their hive, and then they will teleport to their hive and reinforce the rest of their hive, or as many players as they can inside of their hive, in order to maximize the total alliance points to get first place in this event. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You guys have a great day.